Let's go, Johnny.
Okay. All right, guys. Division 4 Blitz World Series action coming at you right here. Please ignore the information on the right side of the screen. I'll fix it after this. This is not pro. It is not best of 5. It's best of 1. You guys know the drill. You guys know how it works. We got basically... Oh, can I get this up? Yeah, so we got 6 players in here. They're all playing each other best of 1. The top 2 guys go on to the championship. If you lose 3, you're out. The loser stays in. Simple as that. So Division 4, they're banging out for $15, but most importantly, they're banging out for a chance at the Division 3 event. That's what it's all about here. So these players, Morty was the winner from the D4 or the D3 event. And we are going to see Johnny's going to bring the GIs. And if you guys were on the stream yesterday, we have seen on this map the GIs at the top level have proven to be very, very devastating. You need to have a plan for him early. He's taking the long route, which gives Morty plenty of time. But Morty's going to be able to react. Snark, do we think he has it in him here?
Well, that is the question. I mean, since Morty did come from the D5 division, we do know he's got the skills, he's got the knowledge, he knows what he's doing. The question is, does Johnny have the same level here? The GIs are coming in as we speak. Oh, deploy. Nice deploy there on the GIs, getting a lot of value there. Ooh, one rhino was down. Okay, can he get in and get this war factory? The sentry gun does come up. He needs to crush them. Coming in with the rhinos to crush. Oh!
Not driving over him. Not good tank control there.
The war factory. Boom!
Oh, does finally gets that rhino in there. So walk us through it, Snark. For all the rest of the players playing today, we're going to see GI action all day long. You hold control, or wait, you hold Alt, and you click on the infantry, right?
Correct, but you are going to want to cleverly position your rhino, right? Because it's going to take the shortest path to what you altered. So, like, if the GIs are lined up in a certain way, you're going to want to go to one end of them, click Alt on the other end of them so that it drives through all of them.
Yep.
And using combination of Alt and Z. Oh no, another war factory is going to go down!
Another war factory goes down. He gets one drone out to help a little bit. And ultimately, he's just trying to stop the bleeding here, but Johnny's going to keep the pressure on. Johnny's on a cool 5K. Without a war factory, he's just going to fall way behind here. But yeah, you guys got to expect it on this map, whatever division you're in. The GIs, the early GIs on this map have definitely proven valuable. Yeah, you got to make something happen.
Definitely, and that's 2 war factories sniped already. 3rd war factory now coming up. This means that Johnny is way ahead as we speak here. He's got 4 grizzlies coming in and another wave of GIs coming in right behind that. Does Morty have what it takes to defend a push like this? We're about to find out. And look at Artie in the chat pretending he knows how to play the game.
Artie.
Anyway.
Yeah, you need a bunker on the bottom side though. For those of you guys playing against, well, we'll see. I mean, you guys will figure it out. I'm actually surprised to see allied. People obviously in the lower levels, we're so rare to see allied. That's what's hard for a lot of these players. They don't get the reps in versus allied either. But you know what? Hey, Morty hanging on here and getting nice and warmed up. Not going down easily at least. Although this is a losing position, but
he's gonna dive. He's gonna dive an MCV. What are you doing?
Prepare the MCV! Morty almost could have saved that. He had the money for it too, and Johnny going broke now. Well, I mean, he's still in a terrible position, but he actually almost could have saved that MCV. So now going to push in here. Yeah, the nice defensive Eagles should not be diving on the FC. Needs to target those Grizzlies first. This is kind of a last push, so he kind of has to get a lot of, with no anti-air here, going to be very, very tough. But hey, not a terrible point for Morty, our D5 champ.
Yeah, definitely Morty doing a decent job there. The early GIs, boys. Now, yes, at some point when the GIs start coming into play here, that's something that players need to learn how to counter, and it's not easy, right? Countering the early GIs is not easy if someone knows how to do it well, and we're seeing already here in the D4, we're already seeing players doing that. And at this point, I mean, he's teched up, he's got an army, he's got an MCV, he's got Moyles.
Yep. But
this is where you reside.
Yeah, you resign now. But I do like this. Morty definitely went down swinging, and the biggest thing is, someone said it yesterday, I forget who, but they were like, the biggest defense against the GI rush is a good scout and a fast scout. You got to see it coming, because it is tricky to fully commit every time that there's a GI rush if there isn't one coming. So, you got to get that early scout. On this map, you grab the huts. There's a couple choke points. It's a scary map for the GIs, but there are ways to counter it. You just need to have a plan in your playbook to make something happen. So Morty's going to stay on. Let's get Zizo in here. Zizo in here versus Morty. Oh, sorry. Winner stays. Sorry. Whoops.
Yeah, so Johnny stays in here, and he did stay.
Oh, nice. Oh, they figured out. I said it wrong. He got it right. Okay. Let's get Zizo. Zizo, batter up.
So Zizo was the one mentioned a second ago who was good enough to
Yeah.
face MZI, and I don't know. I've never heard of Zizo. He's just some random guy. Let's see if he really is on MZIN's level, because MZIN is like D2. What is he?
Yeah, that would be so Zizo is a newer player, and so sometimes they sneak into the wrong divisions, accidentally or purposefully. But yeah, MZIN definitely a bona fide, I don't know, D2, D1 style player. So that would be a little bit alarming, but we'll see. You can't trust the people in the chat. Morty lost to Johnny. Okay,
All right, so
password's
Johnny
99.
does take
Password's
the
99. Sorry, go ahead, Snark.
Yeah, no, Johnny just does take the first win versus Morty here. Now, Morty was our champion of the D5 bracket, so yeah, you can see you climb the brackets, and it just all of a sudden, now you're facing some tougher players here.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, there's some big jumps. I think D5, D6 is like brand. I mean, there are a lot of new players or very unfamiliar Blitz players. D4, D3 is a big, but it's funny, honestly, I say that about every division. Like D4 to D3 is a big jump. Like D3 is a lot of scary players. D3 to D2, D2's like they're all D5, D6 is kind of a kind of a wash, and then once you start jumping above that, it goes quick. Next month when we have quick match, guys, the quick match ladder will make it a lot easier, so that players can everyone will get games, and we'll say, instead of like right now when someone says what division am I have to be like, oh, I don't know how, like, watch this video and tell me how good you are. Whereas with quick match, for those of you guys not familiar, quick match, you'll click a button, it'll automatically match you up with a player of your level. If you beat them, you get points. If you lose points. And so it ranks you on a ladder. So then you can say, yeah, I've played 20 games, I'm ranked 15, whatever. And then from there, the divisions will automatically sort themselves out. So you guys get super, super excited about quick match coming August 1st. Gonna be great. Get ready for that. All right.
Yeah, quick match is gonna be huge, Ivor. I can't wait for Blitz to be in quick match. It's gonna be insane.
I'm stoked. All right, Snark, do we know Chosen One? I feel like we've seen him before. Do you know him?
Well, it's quite a great name here, and it looks like, oh, all right. So one gets 3 huts here versus Zizo. I'm already loving this guy. He sent out 4 conscripts confidently. He's like, I'm gonna get all 4 huts. He gets the 2 bottom ones.
He actually had a conscript AFK next to the top left hut. He could have got in, but the dog got him first. He was just chilling, smoking a cigarette. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but look at the speed of this build. So Zizo going for War Factory first, and Chosen One choosing to go for a oil first. Let's see if he can hold on. He's gonna need to spam those sentry guns out super fast. Oh, and the drone gets in his only tank.
He's droned. He's super dogged. Oh my god, he's getting super dog, he's getting drones, he's got 3 rhinos in.
Oh, but nice job with the sentry guns here.
Good sentry guns.
Zizo not that far
Zizo's
ahead, another
broke.
sentry gun. Oh, but the alt, Ivor, the alt.
He alts the War Factory, doesn't, and he had a tank. If that tank would have just got out a split second differently, Zizo is hanging out very close to these sentry guns though. Chosen One on 1200, we'll see if you can get a War Factory out before he goes broke. Zizo's dead broke on 1 oil. So, one does have a bit of breathing room here. Yeah, we'll just see if he, okay, he gets the War Factory out. Zizo's dead broke on 1 oil. That's a bad spot to be in. But these free conscripts, those are always nice to paradrop.
Yeah, so conscripts coming in, and it forces Zizo to actually go back to his base. He can't make sentry guns to defend. He has to send his entire army back just to crush these conscripts. I wish Chosen One would do the same. Just lost a rhino to conscripts. What?
Yep. Can we hotkey a little video where Snark explains how to run over infantry? I think that'd be good.
Yeah, we could definitely use a video like that.
Drones out.
Drones out
1,
here. Oh,
2,
okay,
gets.
2.
Oh, there's an elite conscript AFK top left. That is alarming. If that elite conscript decides to stop smoking that cigarette and start shooting that power plant, he's gonna drive up another rhino. Please run over the conscript. Nice.
He does it.
Zizo's still broke, man. But one, he probably still needs to keep pumping drones in this position. Or what do you think, Snark?
Well, here's the interesting thing, Ivor. One is actually, well, now they're even, right? Both on 4 oils, both on 1 War Factory.
Wow.
And he looks like he's even going to save his airport. Great play out of one here. What a fantastic play. Zizo went for the early War Factory, early pressure, and one just doing a fantastic job at defending here. Can he keep holding on here as Zizo is coming in the bottom, cleaning out those huts, doesn't want him to have those garrisons. Defending beautifully his airport in the top left here. 5 oils out now for Zizo, so Zizo pulling a little bit ahead on the oils.
But
One falling a little behind. He should have been building another oil or something. He's
yeah,
got the money for it.
yeah, and this is a position where you're like, hey, one's on 5K, that's great. It's actually bad news. At the 3-minute mark right now, it means that you're not building. When having that extra chunk of money, it's not a good thing. Oh, look at him spreading out his infantry. I like that from one. We got some banger matches. I mean, dude, you guys, Zizo's a great player. I mean, this is awesome to see this many people hanging with him. I mean, I kind of thought Zizo was about to come in here and sandbag and crush everybody. So this is great. Although I think we might be seeing another. Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Tesla
Sentry guns. I want to see a sentry gun. I want to see a sentry gun.
Oh, there's a nice little choke point there, too. Oh,
he's doing
one's
well.
going to get it.
Oh, wow.
Sentry gun a little late to the party.
What a great defense.
Wow. Beautiful unit control here. Very, very nice.
That was fantastic. I chose one spending a little bit too much money on Tesla troopers. I'm a little worried for him at the moment. Dogs will eat and chew those up and then spit them out. Tesla troopers and use revenge, not always the move, you know, in open maps and what's going down here. Now, Chosen One doing a bit of a mistake here. Only 4 oils already and 3 war factories.
Spread himself too thin, guys. Another thing for you lower level guys, there's no reason to have another war factory if you don't have the money for it. Oh, and a 4th war factory. One. Oh, yep. And he totally put himself out of this game. What a weird blunder. A macro blunder. You don't see many of those. Because that's not a mistake. That is a blunder. If you're on 3 and you don't have the money and you build a 4th, it's not a mistake. It's not a mishap. That's a blunder, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's definitely a blunder.
He needs to sell the. He needs to sell the MCV. Try to get lucky in this engagement and then head downfield because the macro is going to eat him alive here. Desolator's coming in. Oh, nice Desolator. And now all of those tanks are now bruised.
That hurts. Zizo doing a fantastic job here as he grabs the cliff and pushing him with the Desolators and the Rhinos. Chosen One really giving him a good look here, really making it hard on him and constantly, successfully, somehow pushing him back. But all in all, Zizo is pulling further and further ahead here. And we got to see. Chosen One's going to have to do, you know, he's going to have to pull something out of somewhere to win this one.
Yep, yeah, would be very, very tough, though. Does have quite a few tanks as his economy has caught up with him on these 4 war factories. Both players with more money than they know what to do with here. Chosen One going to push in. And again, in this position, he is heavily out-tanked, and you guys remember his tanks are bruised, so watch those tanks start popping here. Yep.
And a great tank control out of Zizo there, bringing in the fodder as well. Chosen One switching into drones to try and hold on.
Yeah, yep. And again in this position, when you get that far out tanked, you got to start looking for a curveball, looking for a Hail Mary, or at the very, you know, giving your opponent a chance to make a mistake. Like we said earlier, there's no way for him to make a mistake right now. Like with this, what both players have, there is no way really. Well, on the lower level, I say that a lot. You never know, but you know, so can you push tech? Can you get an Iron Curtain? Can you get a Dreadnought? Can you Crazy Ivan rush? Can you get Desolators involved? You know, you have these things at your disposal, and once the tanks are, you know, 2-to-1 at this point in the game, you need to start looking at those kind of options. And a lot of these lower level players, they have their Rhino and their Dog build down, and they just don't have the tech up their sleeve, which is okay. You know, it's hard to have, you know, do all those things at once, but I don't know. Gotta be thinking about it.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe Zed in chat saying, I heard Zizo as a Warcraft champion.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I messaged him. He said he didn't even know what this game was until someone told him a couple weeks ago. So if he's playing this good, he must be an RTS, must be a RTS player of another kind.
Definitely. If he truly has only been playing for a few weeks, he didn't know what this game was, and he has this level of skill, dude. This man is a legend, and I can't wait to see what he's going to bring further in. Just look at this. He is... Okay, all right. So one of the things that, you know, newer players are lacking that Zizo has down is multitasking, right? Building buildings constantly improving your base, constantly expanding, constantly building new buildings. Look at his base here at the end, right? Just spread out all over the map. Huge, tons of buildings. If it was a little bit more experience, he would have built off the airport in the top right. But all in all, Zizo looking incredible right now.
Yep, yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah, and so some people saying Zizo's old school. I don't know that for sure. You know where he's from and stuff, guys. But Yeah, maybe when he told me he hadn't played, maybe he meant Blitz or something. But yeah, clearly looking like a great player. And like you said, there's the micro and the macro, right? He's on the back end building while he's managing his army, and that's obviously the part that's hard for a lot of people. We only got so many hands, except Kian. All right, so Zizo picks up another win. Okay, loaded. All right, guys. So Blitz version 9 made 2 primary updates. The number 1 being the oils splash damage. So if oils have 1 cell between them and another building, they're going to explode pretty much all of it. If there's 2 cells in between, they won't they will destroy some buildings and not others. The big one being that if oils have 2 cells in between them, they won't chain react each other. The big thing I was trying to avoid is like we were having these issues where 1 oil would explode and it would chain react a bunch of oils and people's entire bases would be destroyed. Now, the oils doing damage is very important to the game because there's no ore on the map, so there's no incentive to spread. So the oils being destructive, it favors the more aggressive player, the offensive player. It makes you have to spread out your base. So there are a lot of very important mechanics that why oil does explode, but we did want to just minimize it a little bit so there isn't like these massive chain reactions. Specifically with Allied, it's like you get 5 eagles, you hit 1 oil, Legend's whole base gets destroyed, and Artie beats Legend every time, which we can't have because Legend was getting upset. I'm just kidding, Legend didn't care at all. But I was getting upset with watching it happen, so we made that tweak. The oils are still pretty damning to explode in your base, but just slightly less so. All right, Snark, what do we see out the gates already? How we feeling?
Well, I don't know. I saw here Morty opening up with a 3-dog anti-scout opening, doing a great job grabbing 3 huts here. So Morty on fire versus Zizo here with a great opening. Both players even on the build at the moment. We see 3 oils and 1 war factory for each players. Morty just a tiny bit ahead on tanks here with 4 rhinos versus 3 rhinos. Morty is bringing in a new look here. He might have lost versus Johnny earlier, but he's like, that is my only loss for the day. I'm going to win the rest of them. Zizo, on the other hand, has proven to be insanely good so far. We're going to see if Morty can actually keep up and bring it home here. A beautiful drone there in the back of Morty's base here, but Morty does have map control.
Yep, and I love this. In this position right now, with this map control, 3 huts secured and a tank advantage, I would love the genetic mutator right now. Morty, I understand he doesn't want to stress out his economy, but I would love the genetic mutator right now. I think he's going to hold map control, but I also don't mind a push. Oh, he needs to be so careful right now. We see at the lower levels, players get excited about taking buildings. They click the building, the enemy comes in with less tanks and cleans them out. But Zizo is catching up now to so Zizo on 2 war factories and his economy pumping, so Zizo will pull back ahead. And look at this fodder advantage for Zizo. That hut doing a little bit of damage.
Yeah, Morty bringing in his own dogs here. He knows he needs to keep up with the fodder. Is it going to come down to a brace trade situation? Looks like Morty is going in here. No, Zizo's going to go back to defense.
Don't dive on the building.
It's going to come down to tank control. It's going to come down to tank control. Oh, and Zizo throwing his tanks into Morty's tanks in a bad way there. Morty just coming out ahead on that tank fight. But
where's the sentry gun? Where's the sentry gun? No sentry gun?
Oh.
Reinforcements coming in for Morty. Morty's ahead here. Let's see if Morty can get some value out of this. Still no sentry gun from Zizo. He has the money for it. And Morty, what is he assessing? Maybe assessing the situation. Not sure what's going on here. I think he could have pushed a little bit there, Snark. Don't you think?
He definitely could have closed it out there. I guess he got a little bit nervous, didn't want to bite off more than he can handle, and that might be a good attitude for some players. He definitely did have the opportunity to get more value there, but maybe it's better this way that he's keeping it safe, keeping it back, staying ahead, making sure he's staying ahead, and bringing in the conscript fodder. Look at that beautiful moves out of Morty there. Ivor, that is just gorgeous. Look at those conscripts position.
Yep.
That is just brilliant. Using them as fodder and getting value out of them. And Morty coming in here, cleaning up Zizo's army, coming out ahead.
Wow.
Big time.
Yep.
This is
huge.
huge.
And the elite.
It gets droned.
Does drone. Now, yep, and Zizo calling out the drones a little late. Unfortunate for Zizo. Zizo, and it's interesting to see a player like this. So we've talked about Zizo. It sounds like Zizo's been beating up a lot of lower level players lately. And when you beat up lower level players, you do get experience with your build order. You get experience with beating up people, but you don't necessarily get experience with playing when you're down. And what I saw there with Zizo is a top level player who's very comfortable being the aggressor. But once he got on his heels, once he got behind, he didn't have those defensive plays in his book. We didn't see him bring out the bunkers. He was slow on the sentry guns. He was way late on the drones. Not even an attempt at a deso. So very interesting there. Well played by both players. But yeah, Morty looking tough now. Very nice. Yeah.
In the meantime, we've got possibly the 2 strongest players here, Zizo and Mustafa. Now, we did see Mustafa just beat Morty, and Morty did beat Zizo, but last time we tried to use that logic, we were all wrong. So I literally do not know who's gonna win here, Ivor. I do not know.
Yep, yep, yeah. This should certainly be a banger here. But Mustafa, I mean, I don't know. You see a win like that, Mustafa putting up against Morty, who's a great player. You got to think Mustafa's about ready to go 4-0 and roll everybody. But who knows? Division 4 is always has some Easter eggs for us. And the Super Dog through the hut. Wow, I literally just said, yeah, if your first conscript gets in, he can cover the others. Nope, wrong. Doofus with more biddies. Appreciate it, buddy. Gurhail, I can't check your DM during the game, but I can tell you that you messaged me that you weren't going to play, so you're out of the tournament now, but we'll get you in on Wednesday.
All right, Zizo with a very early War Factory. Mustafa going 2 oils, Ivor. 2 oils. That is bold. That is bold. Can he hold here?
Did he open? Oh, hopefully it's a drone. Okay. And did he open like that last game? I forget. Sorry.
I think last game I saw him go 1 oil, then War Factory. 3 oils out for Mustafa. Zizo a little slow on his build, only getting a 2nd oil out now. Zizo should have 3 oils on the field, and we see it pay. Look at his money. Zizo going completely broke as we speak here.
Ooh. Oh. So if he can hold this, but the drone gets in, but the drone gets destroyed. That hut getting a little bit of damage. Mustafa can hold here. He could definitely hold, and Zizo's so broke, so Zizo's not going to have much reinforcements coming. Where is the sentry gun? Mustafa has the money for it. And that hut getting more damage, and he sentry gun. Mustafa playing dead again.
And it's working for him as Mustafa holds, and Mustafa's ahead. He has a power plant versus Zizo that doesn't look at Zizo's money at the moment. He is completely broke.
Yep.
Mustafa double oil opening here, managing to pay off. Very risky, Ivor. Very, very risky, but he makes it work. Is Mustafa just is he gonna win this, Ivor? He pops in late, comes back from a doctor's appointment, and then he just starts, guns blazing, 2 machine guns in his hands, and he's just like spraying bullets everywhere, and everyone's just falling.
Yeah, I mean, and I forget, we saw Mustafa last month, and I wish I could do a better job remembering or pull up these old brackets faster, but we didn't see him last month, and I mean, apparently he's been practicing since then, because I know he didn't win it last month. Pushing into this hut, but he throws the conscripts out in front. Nice use of the fodder. Dog's now in, and Zizo with a slight fodder advantage here, but Mustafa up on
clicking
tanks.
The tanks. Mustafa clicking the tanks. Really well done, but he doesn't have enough to actually win here. He should have backed off as soon as those infantry came out of the hut. You got the damage. Oh, nice snipe from the hut there. And all of a sudden, Zizo is the one ahead. Ivor, these games can turn in a second here. One blunder, and it's all over. Can Mustafa now hold? Zizo has an insane amount of fodder here.
Another sentry.
If he gets airport, that's huge.
Well, you saw Mustafa put 1 sentry behind that oil. Would have liked to seen that sentry in another position there. Just waited another second to see what Zizo was going to commit to. And I like this move from Zizo. I like that early aggression from Zizo, and just to throw Mustafa off a little bit. We've talked about that before. When you have a player that is, if he plays, you think he's up if you play his game. So I like Zizo coming in early. It did put him bankrupt ultimately, but was able to recover. And looks like he threw Mustafa off a little bit. Now keeping the pressure on. I love it. But a nice sentry from Mustafa, and the show's going to go on here.
Wow, look at Zizo's tank control doing a great job there. Zizo OP with his tanks.
The higher ground.
That was just gorgeous. And he also War Factory gets 1 War Factory. Let's see what other value he could get. He keeps bringing in the Rhino. He's going to keep the pressure on here.
And also another War Factory. Wow. And that elite conscript up on the cliff taking a much needed smoke break. He was doing work. And Zizo, I thought Mustafa was going to be able to hold that position. He had so many sentry guns, but great unit control from Zizo. Wow. Wow. And the paradrop coming in, the tanks coming in. Yep. MCV goes down. That's going to be it. Zizo going to take that one home. Mustafa calling GG. But very, very interesting to see Zizo commit to that early pressure, commit to the rush, and just get totally stuffed. But then to have him be able to recover, it's very rare to see that. Oftentimes when you commit to that early attack, if you don't get any value out of it, it's usually hard to catch up after that. But hats off to Zizo for making it happen.
Either Mustafa or Morty, and here we go to determine the spot who is going to face Zizo in the finals. We got Mustafa versus Morty here, and I'm hyped, Ivor. I'm hyped. I mean, Mustafa just showed us an incredible conscript rush in the previous game. Morty, on the other hand, proving to be a competent player at the very least. Who is going to win this one? It's going to be very interesting to see.
Yep, yeah, you love to see it. You love to see a tournament like this where so many good players coming out and it boils down to a tight game like this. You know, both players are sweating a little bit. They're nervous. Oh, and the super dogs. And you have to protect that run to the hut, guys. You've got to get your own dogs out there. And that's going to be big, and you hate to learn that lesson here in a game like this, but it's huge. Now we do need a sentry gun from Mustafa. So you guys running up to that hut, the dog will beat you, presumably, at least some of the time. You do need to run dogs up there first, and you need to secure it before you send your conscripts on that death run. And you know, we will see that throughout the month as players, you know, start recognizing more of the value of these huts and trying to counter them. So anyway, keep that up your sleeve. If you guys haven't played yet in this month's tournament, that is something we're gonna be seeing all month long, playing these huts early game. So Morty in the driver's seat now. Does Mustafa have a chance here?
1 second.
Snark, not in the semifinals. All right, just kidding. All right, so Morty, pretty dominant control here with all 4 huts. Those huts are kind of scary, huh? Those old tents were stupid, man. The tents weren't scary at all. I was like, why are the tents so weak? Balth was like, they're tents. How many bullets do you think they can take? I was like, Balth, it's a great point, man. That's why you're D3. All right. So paradrop, defensive paradrop, and now a bunker out as well. So Mustafa, he knows he's behind here. He's just trying to gear himself up, trying to get the defenses ready, but the storm is coming. Mustafa on 3 oils, his economy struggling a little bit here. Second war factory for Mustafa. Mustafa was at the point in the game where he could make 0 mistakes, and he needed Morty to still make 1 mistake, and then Mustafa made another mistake, and it's going to be absolutely devastating here. The second war factory, when he's broke, was not the move. And so, you know, that's one of those things too. We've talked about throwing players off of their build order. And so by Morty going in, being aggressive there, throwing him off, that caused Mustafa to overcommit, right? It threw off his build. He built a bunch of sentries. He built a bunker. He built conscripts. He lost conscripts. And in the process of doing that, it threw him off his build. And then when he brought out his second war factory, instead of pumping smoothly like he normally does, it made him go broke. But his economy is catching up now. But Morty definitely in the driver's seat. I'd love to see Morty take that genetic mutator. When you have map control, that's what it's there for. It's meant to reward the dominant player on the map, to incentivize map control. And right now, you know, Morty should be taking it, I think. Mustafa topside, able to counter with a paradrop and a sentry gun. And yeah, and I don't love this from Morty. We talked about before, when you get up, you got to try to get something done, but he still is ahead here. If he pushes in, I love that. Using the higher ground, he should be constantly harassing right now, throwing Mustafa off, making him uncomfortable, making him split his units. But again, you know, you got to play your own game before the meta, of course. Scary position here for Mustafa. Ooh, and Mustafa decides to push into that hut, not the move. Gonna get caught out of position here, taking damage from the hut. Oh, but Mustafa, good tank control here. There's a lot of conscripts. Mustafa needs to really avoid these conscripts. Once the fodder gets involved, he's gonna lose his edge. He pulls back to that bunker. That bunker getting worked on, chips off 2 rhinos. Okay, nice. Sentry guns now involved here. I'd like to see Mustafa bring down those conscripts from the top side. He needs to call in all the troops right now. And Morty, again, nice unit control, throwing those conscripts out in front. We are going to see Morty pushing here. Ooh, and Mustafa gets caught up chasing. What is he shooting these conscripts? Oh no, don't shoot the conscripts. That bunker on the hill, look at that range. Very nice unit control here, but it's pretty even
Mustafa
right
can
now.
clean up. Mustafa can clean up here. He's gonna win this fight.
Wow. And Mustafa pulls ahead. Mustafa, you know, I'm not sure. Did Morty stop building on the back end or something? He's on 14K. Oh, he's got a second wave too. But Mustafa's economy caught up with him, and he was pumping those rhinos to the front lines and keeping himself in the game. I'm really surprised he got caught in a tank battle shooting conscripts for a few crucial seconds there, but wasn't enough to tip the tides. Very well played by both players. They're hungry, Snark. Can you feel it? Can you feel the hunger?
Absolutely. Both these players want to move on to the championship to face Zizo, and at the moment they are both on fire here. Morty did get the airport. That's an advantage. You know, Mustafa's gonna Morty's gonna keep getting free troops. Mustafa's not gonna get free troops, but with this amount of money, he could literally just spam endless infantry from his barracks. And look at the Desolators coming out for both players at the same time. Holy shit, what a game here, Ivor. This has been so close and so exciting.
Oh,
Who is gonna win this?
Lots of value.
Oh, huge.
Yep, but you got to think once the Desolators enter the field, the fodder loses a lot of value. And it's funny, in the top level games, you often see conscripts in the first minute, and then by the time the Desolators come out, they're not there anymore. I love at these lower levels, you have these conscripts banging out all game long. Only now at the 5-minute mark are they finally becoming obsolete. Always fun to see a little more diversified armies. But Morty on 15K Battle Lab tech, obviously. There's a few very clear nail in the coffin moves for him here. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Mustafa could be considering trying to run out the clock in this position. The tech race is not going to go in his favor. Dreadnoughts would end the game. A Kirov might end the game. Iron Curtain would end the game. So Morty's got a few things going for him.
Yeah, but Morty does have his War Factory primary to the center here. I do not like that. And now he's desoing his own tanks in the center, although he did get a nice deso deploy on his units earlier. Okay, now I think he noticed the primary. Yeah, okay, he changed his rally point, and we see a naval yard out for Morty. Kirov out for Mustafa.
Mustafa gets the first Kirov out. Mustafa's okay. Dreadnought out now. Here it comes, guys. I'm calling it. Genetic mutator on the Desos to end the game. You guys ready for it? Oh, but Morty way ahead here. Oh, but Mustafa uses the Desos. Nice.
Huge deso deploy, and look at those.
Oh, and the
Dreadnought missiles just popping off.
The Dreadnought's going down, and for those of you guys confused, I've had some YouTubers ask me before, oh, but look at the range on this thing. No anti-air. Battle Lab goes down, probably canceling the Iron Curtain, but the Kirovs are already in the sky. He doubles up 2 of them. Flak Troopers running into the radiation. That's not the move.
Yeah, is Deso still deployed, and he's just sending Flak Troopers right into it, and no Flak Tracks. Now the Flak Tracks start coming out. All right, we've got Flak Tracks from Mustafa to defend here. Does he have enough to stop these Kirovs?
Oh my God.
I don't think so.
This is a banger.
Huge.
So here,
holy shit! But now he's gonna push in here.
Mustafa's on 36K. He's not building. He's so far behind. His tanks are way behind. His Desolators are going to be nerfed. Here comes the Genetic Mutator on the Desolators. Yeah, it's not going to.
Oh boy, he's diving for the war. He needs to get out of there. Too many Desos, too much fodder.
Mustafa needs the base trade. Mustafa needs the base trade.
Mustafa definitely needs a base trade. Loot the Deso, spam the drones, send your tanks in, see what you could get done.
Go for a base trade. Desolator's coming, but the Genetic Mutator, why doesn't he? I wish if he hit the Genetic Mutator on these Desolators right now and ended the game, he would highlight reel so hard.
GG right there. If he uses the Genetic Mutator, looks like Morty has a lot to think about, and he's not even using his Dreadnoughts, which is one of his best units at the moment on the field. Oh, Desolator's coming into position here. He's going to send them ahead. Mustafa doing a great job of using the Desolators, but Morty has the Dreadnoughts. He definitely should be using them, and he definitely should be using them.
I love these Desolators. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mustafa could swing this. No way. Oh my God, the radiation. Oh, he still doesn't have enough. The Elite Rhino. The Dreadnoughts are targeting the Rhinos. Oh my God.
What a huge move there out of Mustafa.
Use the Genetic Mutator, for the love of God. Oh.
Why isn't he using it? It's killing me. He's got the Genetic Mutator right there. He's making a test to the Desos. The Dreadnoughts are completely countered by Flak Tracks. Really well done out of Mustafa. The Mustafa somehow still in the freaking game. It should have been over 20 minutes ago. Now he's gonna target the Dreadnoughts with his Rhinos, and it looks like he's gonna get them. Holy shit, gotta get Elite Rhino!
And the Rhinos go Elite. Oh, but here come the Brutes. Send the Rhinos. Just send it, dude. Accept the base trade and send it. Call the Flak Tracks. Send it downfield. Yeah, oh, he loses the Elite.
Oh, God, you gotta micro that Elite a little bit better. The drones are just chilling there. You should have sent the drones in, and now there's conscripts in the back of his base. They're gonna get the barracks. No more Desolators for Mustafa. That was his big advantage there. Dreadnoughts coming in the bottom. 1 Dreadnought left after most of them are being completely eliminated. Morty down to 1 War Factory. Mustafa down to 2 War Factories.
He's gonna lose MCV. Oh my God, Morty's gonna lose MCV. It doesn't matter, right? Does it matter? Why did he pull off the MCV? No, the MCV's on 1 tick of health. What?
What is going on right now? I'm jumping out of my skin. Morty trying to push in again. He's got the advantage. He's got the tech. He's got everything. Still hasn't built an IC. Should have built that ages ago. He's got 41K Mustafa and 60K.
Let's go, Mustafa. Send it downfield, dude. Let's go. Not into the Tesla coil. Anywhere but the Tesla coil. That's the only defensive structure on the Oh, another Tesla coil. No. Why is the MCV still alive?
Oh my. Now the Dreadnought is going to finish off the last War Factory. No, the missiles are going off the screen and not working. They're just disappearing off
Oh my God, does that happen? You guys check it out. Check out this stupid Dreadnought. Oh my God, timer. The timer went. Oh, Morty wins still. And it comes down, if Mustafa would have taken that on time, I would have laughed my ass off. And it was pretty close.
Holy shit. Now, Ivor, we don't get too many bangers in D4, but that was a banger.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy shit. What did we just witness, Ivor? I need to like replay that game 17 times to understand what the hell happened there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna be watching that one on my couch later. And those of you guys, you know, we always have to disclaim it. Me and Snark up here, backseat playing. It's easy to be in the chat. Why doesn't he do this? Why doesn't he do that? These guys are doing 1,000 things. You know, these are D4 players. They're doing 1,000 things in there, and it's so much easier up here. You got to go easy on these guys. That was a heck of a game. They both brought a lot of things. They did a lot of things. Of course, there's 1,000 things they could have done differently, and that goes at almost every level of the game. So hats off to both those players for putting on an absolute show. Time of my life in here, Snark. Time of my life.
Definitely. Yeah, and Alik called it. He would call that one a banger, and I gotta agree with Alik in the chat here.
Banger.
And yeah, hammering to you. I think everyone enjoyed that game. That was just insane. And now, Ivor, the moment we've all been waiting for, the finals of the D4 bracket. We've got Zizo versus Morty. It's going to be a best of 3, and holy shit, this is going to be nuts. I can't wait to see what Morty does versus Zizo. Now, Morty, I want to remind everyone, is the winner of the D5 bracket, so he has had the most experience in actual tournament games with the pressure here. Will it be enough to beat Zizo, which has gotten 3 wins, while everyone else got only 2 wins in the bracket itself? Holy shit, Ivor, I cannot wait to see what's going to go down here in the finals.
I know, and you love to see it. These new players coming in and winning 2 divisions. We've had a few players come in and win 2 divisions in a row, and sometimes it's like a player just got ranked too low and they get kind of lucky. MZIN started in D7; he was like already D2. You know, sometimes you have things like that. That's fine, whatever. But with Morty, Morty's been banging out. Like Morty has gotten better every single game. He's in the stream, he's watching, he's studying, he's putting in the work, and it's showing up, and you love to see it. So Morty in red, Zizo in yellow. Let's get the action. Oh, hold on. Let me update the stream title. We might lure in a few more people here. Maybe we hit triple digits. Hold on.
Hell yeah, we definitely should. I mean, with the level that these guys have been playing, the games have just been so hectic, epic, and exciting. And now the championship, boys, the championship. Morty, who this game had Dreadnoughts on the field, had teched up. He went crazy with Desolators, got the Genetic Mutator versus Zizo, who has had the most wins today in the regular bracket. And yeah, both players looking D3, to be honest.
I think, yeah, both players certainly have proven themselves today. Honestly, most of this division has proven themselves, because you look at these 2 guys and you think, damn, these guys are playing great blitz. But at the same time, you have to compliment every other player in this division today, because they all put up points against each other. I mean, you look at that. I mean, this is a very well spread. I mean, these all 5 players were at each other's throats. But of course, it boils down to 2, and it will boil down to 1. So we got Zizo in yellow on the right. We got Morty in red on the left. Now, who won their prelim match? Do you remember?
Between Zizo and Morty, I do not remember. I think it was Zizo, although I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I do gotta head out. I'll be back real soon, all right?
What? Snark abandoned? I'm just kidding. All right, see you later, buddy. All right.
Sorry.
All right, so we do see Morty gets over and takes his hut, and I like that. I mean, that's incredible field awareness. So you don't start the game thinking, oh, I'm gonna take the other player's hut no matter what. You start the game and you're looking, you're looking, and if the other player's not reacting, not going for it, doesn't have dogs in the position, then you take that bite. And to be able to manage that while managing your back end early game build, very, very impressive. Love that from Morty. Taking that hut's a big move. And Zizo's gonna pay the favor back. Oh, the hut run, the conscripts. Oh, never mind. I thought they were both going for the same hut. So Zizo getting the top huts, Morty getting the bottom huts. Pretty even so far here. 3 oils, 1 war factory. Morty no, not really even a rhino advantage. Very, very similar here. Stu Mando with the sub, my guy. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Oh, that wasn't very exciting, was it? Oh, there we go. All right, and so we are going to see Zizo going to try to push in here. Perfect sentry gun, defensive paradrap just in time as well. Oh, that hut getting some damage done. Got to keep an eye on these huts, guys, and as soon as you have the tanks, I don't know, realistic. The top huts you can avoid all game. The bottom huts, though, if you don't control them, once you get the tanks, you just got to go evict them. Is that the right word? Evicting the huts? I think that's the right word for that. All right, so conscripts, rhinos. I like the conscripts here for Morty, especially in these lower division games. Players have proven that they're not comfortable bringing out the desolators early on. The desolators come so late that the conscripts get a lot of damage done. So I like conscript fodder over dog fodder, because conscripts have guns. The guns are only slightly stronger than a dog, because conscripts suck, but in numbers they do get some work done. And again, without desolators coming out to nerf them, it's a good move, I think. So conscripts still pushing, but Morty needs to watch his money here though. Yeah, so Morty putting himself broke. I mean, conscripts are great if you have the money for them, but if you don't have the money for it, obviously, you know, the rhinos are a lot more important. So pretty even here. Zizo looking like he's going to try to get that genetic mutator. Doesn't, ooh, he gets an engineer. That's 500 credits down the drain in a position where he could really need it, especially if Morty gets a leg up on this exchange and comes down for the throat here. Zizo's going to want to have a sentry gun ready. His economy is catching up. That engineer got confused and is now lost. So we have a lost engineer on the map right now. Okay, conscripts pushing in. They push into that hut. Nice move from Morty. Morty... it's hard to say. Very, very close right now. A big thing in these engagements, you guys forget, you think like, oh, these tanks look even, you know, even in numbers, and then all of a sudden the engagement ends and one guy has 6, 7 up. Tank control is a big part of it. How you're microing, how you're controlling your units in those engagements does matter. Fodder matters, you know, position, movement, a lot of those things do matter, but also it's hard to remember how many tanks are bruised. Sometimes they're smoking, sometimes they're not, but if tanks have half health, it's hard to appreciate that sometimes. It makes a huge difference, obviously, in these engagements. So Zizo positioning over to that top side, scary position with that fully juiced bunker there. But Zizo now comfortable with field control, taking that higher ground. He has the genetic mutator and he has a backup engineer ready for it. In a game like this where you're locked up, things are tight. We've talked about it before. You want to be looking to make something happen, get creative, and the genetic mutator is the perfect way to tip the tides here. So I like this move from Zizo now that he has map control. Dogs pushing in, and now that paradrop as well. See, is he going to try to push behind this paradrop? It looks like he is. Is Morty baiting him a little bit? He knows. Yeah, he does. So he catches Zizo a bit out of position here. I like Zizo kind of falling back to that hut a little bit, regrouping. And Zizo is making the right calculation here, I think. I think he'd have a little bit of a tough time pushing in right now. He is up on tanks, but pushing into sentries and stuff could be tough. It's hard to say. It's hard to say right now because Zizo has quite a few bruised rhinos as well. But both players playing some top-level blitz right here. Oof. Bad unit control and a massive genetic mutator. Oh my god. Look at all those brutes. That was absolutely glorious. Morty calls GG. So, you know, that those things happen. You misclick, you send your units somewhere, they get confused, they start running around like that. It's not about never doing that. It's about recovering very quickly when it happens. And Morty just a little slow on that, but that's something that comes with a lot of experience. See if we got that one here for him. So you see, so he looked like he was trying to send, yeah, and his tanks got out of position here. So he catches these tanks strung out. And then look at that genetic. Look how many brutes he got out of that. Absolutely beautiful play. That's what we like to see here in the finals. Kian in the chat. Kian, you got to redeem yourself today, man. Zed was beating you up yesterday, buddy. All right, here we go. Oh my god, Laptop, are you really challenging Kian? The only thing that would get me distracted in the championship, I'm not redoing that for Morty, by the way. I mean, we can do one if you do something stupid. We're not doing it again. I'm sorry, Morty. You just gotta. We can't. It sets a kind of a dangerous precedence. Like if you things in the first 20 seconds because someone messes up, it's not allowed at all at the top level. It's completely not allowed. In this, you know, every once in a while, lower divisions, there's a courtesy. Someone accidentally repacks their MCV, but we can't do it more than once, and not in the championship, unfortunately. So it is going to put Morty behind here. Latov, you have no chance of beating Kian in Blitz. If Latov really thinks he can beat Kian in Blitz and he's confident, and we get Latov and Kian to come play some Blitz, I would be stoked to see that. I don't think Latov has a chance. I believe in you, Latov. I think you're a great player. I don't think you can beat Kian in Blitz, though. All right, so Morty's getting so much value out of that hut. Yeah, how did Morty still get the huts? Oh my god. All right. Oh my god, and Morty gets another hut. Morty, oh my god. Morty just got himself back in the game with these huts. That was amazing. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Now is Morty gonna push in? Oh my god, Morty, I don't think pushing's the move. He's got 3 conscripts and a rhino. He's got 2 more rhinos coming. Oh my god, Zizo's broke. Oh my god, what just What? Wait, was that the play dead strategy? Did Morty just play dead? Did he just act like he undeployed his MCV to mess with us? That was a play dead. Morty just picked up a win in the finals with play dead. Wow. That's hilarious. Play dead OP, Bell says. Oh my god. What just... I literally got distracted because Laptop was challenging the Octo Kid. Oh my god. Morty, get out of the stream. That is hilarious. So for anyone who's confused when you see a player hopping in the stream while they're playing, first off, you just shouldn't do it because it makes you look like you're stream sniping. But the idea is, someone said, "Oh my God, he's definitely." The idea is, a lot of players say that like they minimize the stream. They have the stream up after the point they hop in. That's the idea. All right. All right, Morty in red, Zizo in yellow. But the point is, though, if you're playing in the games, the stream should be closed, and then you should not be hopping in and typing, because then people on YouTube will be like, "OMG, WTF, he's stream sniping." All right, oh, Barn Burner. Oh my God, thanks for the reminder. Here we go, boys, rocking and rolling, YouTubers, and I feel bad about coming at you guys like that. You know, I love you guys, I really do, Speaking of which, championship bangers today. If you want to get this video in front of more people, help RA2 get to the moon.
What a barn burner, boys.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what country you're enjoying this barn burner from in the comments. And yeah, help support the Red Alert 2 movement. So here we go, guys, in the championship. It is best of 3, so it all comes down to this. What an absolute banger of a day. You love to see it boil down. And so Zizo in yellow on the right, Morty in red on the left. Morty picking up a win with the play dead strategy. But in that first game, Zizo is definitely pretty far ahead here. So we'll see if Morty can pull another Wile E. Coyote trick play out. Ooh, and a little secret sauce for Morty. Nebras brings the secret sauce in the finals. Nice, nice. All right. Okay. Nebras, you're hungry. You want to go at Morty? Oh, this drone going off. Oh, super drone. See, when a drone kills a bunch of conscripts, that makes sense. Because a drone is like, a drone is like a mechanical being, you know? An autonomous mechanical death machine. Conscripts have guns, right? So 5 conscripts versus a dog. I mean, one of them's going to shoot the dog once. Dogs only have to get shot once, you know? Bottom huts and top huts, I don't know why that keeps happening. I have no idea what the reasoning for that is. You should easily get your 2 huts every time. I don't know. Zizo, 4 oils. Ooh, Zizo up right now. Is Morty bringing out a second war factory right now? We saw him do this in that. Oh, he did this in the first game too. Power out now. Morty just a little behind on this build, huh? Behind on build, behind on tanks. Damn. Play dead, Morty. Try to play dead again. Conscripts coming in. Nice paradrop to defend that position, but more super dogs coming. Conscripts get gobbled up. Okay. So now I would like to see Zizo. I'd like to see Zizo push a little bit when he's ahead. You know, you don't want to obviously make a mistake, but I don't. You do want to get value when you're up in these positions. Allowing players to claw back is usually not the move, but obviously you don't want to blunder as well. So there's a fine line there. Does the play dead work in pro divisions? Yes, it does, and I need you to do it. All right. So engineer coming. I like this from Zizo. Both players broke. That's why you're maybe seeing a little bit of a stall. You'll often see, specifically lower level players, less likely to attack. A lot of times when they're broke, they're a little bit confused. They just kind of lose their confidence a little bit, even though it doesn't really affect. Like Zizo has a good army right now. Probably not enough to push. Yeah, probably not enough to push, but Zizo obviously just wants to get a little bit more comfortable with his position first, wants to further improve things, and the genetic mutator can definitely help with that. Oh, the genetic mutator gets stolen though. All right, still just battling for position here in the middle. And look at this, both players. All right, let's take a couple minutes to collect ourselves. Gonna push in, try to evict that hut. I like that. Now should probably bounce back out again. He is probably out. Ooh, he's controlling nicely, though. He is getting the fodder, but his tanks are melting. Those conscripts got a lot of damage done here. Zizo pulling back a little bit. Morty thinks he's up. It's still very even, though. If Morty gets caught with a good sentry gun, this could easily tip the other direction. Zizo needs that sentry gun. Gotta have a sentry gun ready, guys. You gotta have a sentry gun ready. On your defensive tab, especially in a game like this, Rhino Wars, with the opponent so evenly matched, have a sentry gun ready. So Zizo does push him out, but Morty does get some value there. So with even armies now, and Morty, Zizo's slightly ahead on this army now, but Morty definitely got the offensive value, which he needed. Wait, what's going on in Morty's base? Why doesn't Morty have any buildings? Did he just bring out a second war factory? Interesting. Morty maybe just a little too hands-on with his army right now. I think he's falling behind on his macro. Zizo has an oil trail. Zizo has got like 45 oils. Zizo pulling way ahead here. Zizo looking tough. Morty has really good unit control. His macro's just falling behind. And ultimately, you know, when you come down to the finals, you got to be doing multiple things perfectly. It's not enough just to have good unit control. And you see, obviously, the macro catching up with him. Morty just severely outgunned. Morty does pick up that elite Rhino. Very, very nice. All right, so Zizo gets that genetic mutator back. Morty's gonna steal it back again. Morty could definitely use the genetic mutator. Morty's on 8K of drones, desos. I would go. I don't know. Well, it's hard because he doesn't know how far behind he's behind on macro. So it's tempting to think he can keep trying to Rhino War his way out of this. But if you maybe, I don't know, just as an educational in this position, maybe you drone deso, push tech, maybe you get a Kirov out, maybe you get a lucky dreadnought, something like that. Just because quite a bit behind here. But he is banging out. He's doing good with what he has. Yeah, and so Zizo's slowly edging in, using that higher ground. Going to target that sentry gun first. Yep, and just going to roll through. And then the final play. And you know, I try not to like should so much on everybody and like say like, oh, he should have done this, he should have done that. But specifically lower levels, there's so much to be learned, especially if we have other divisional players in here watching. The final play in the playbook there is if you have an army left, he's coming in, you have no chance to stop it, send a base trade. You know, at the higher divisions, it's not going to work generally. They're going to go back and stuff it. But at the lower divisions, a player might get confused and accept a base trade. So that's always something to consider as well. All right. So Zizo puts one on the board, and hats off to all the players out here today. Absolute bangers. That's one of the best total, like we've had bangers in every series. That today, you guys saw it first. I mean, today was one of the best. I mean, every single game we had was a banger. Even Johnny's Lag Monster games weren't that bad. I mean, that was just an absolute banger of a day. Zizo is our champion.